Welcome to New Heat Spotlight Volume 9. I'm here with Beat Boy himself.
How y'all doing? Thank you for reaching out, having me on it.
I mean, always, man. I met you a few times now. I met you in different settings, man. You're intriguing me, bro. So you got your new album out, compilation, man. Tell me first, before we even get into that, tell the people about yourself a little bit.
My name is Beat Boy. I'm a producer out of West Coast, Los Angeles, California. I produce for a bunch of people out the West. I produce for a bunch of people in the South. We got singles in Japan, got singles in the UK. You know, I'm an all-around producer. I play the instruments, drummer, pianist, a trumpet player. I just do everything music. Anything that does have to do with music, I'm going to be part of it.
So how did you get into the instruments? What age did you start knowing that being in instruments and being in music was your thing?
It had to start when I was about 3 or 4. My uncle, he was a DJ. He's autistic, so you know their brain capabilities is low-key different from ours. So they have a great memory of shit. So he has a real just library type of memory of music. You can hum something and he can go, oh yeah, that's that song from this album and it dropped this year from this artist. You feel me? So I used to sit in this room when I was younger, you know, after school, whatever, or you know, I'm pretty sure I wasn't really in school. I was like pre-K or something back then. So he'll be, you know, DJing. He had the tape decks and the CD players and the turntables. So at 4, you know, I learned how to DJ. Just off the strength of him, and I always just loved music. I always knew I wanted to have something to do with music, but I didn't just want to listen to it. I didn't just want to play it. I didn't just want to mix it. I wanted to really, you know, be behind and come up with the sound, not even just, you know, rapping or writing the music. So from 3 to 4, I was learning how to DJ off the CD decks and the tape decks. And I learned how to do the turntables when I was around like 6, 7. So about from 7 and on, that's when I started playing the drums. I was playing drums at church. Then I got to middle school. That's when I more so just was figuring out my ways on how else I can make music besides me like being an actual just musician. I wanted to make beats. So I tried to pick up a music class, not really knowing that I had to really learn an instrument or something. So the easiest thing was the cornet, trumpet. You know, it's 3 keys at the end of the day, so it's fairly easy to just, you know what to do and how to make your sound come out of it. So that was 6th grade. So that summer after 6th grade, after I learned how to play the trumpet and whatnot, my neighbor from across the street, he had the Fruity Loops demo. It was like Fruity Loops 7 at that point in time. Man. So after that,
you know, days.
Yeah, the rest was history after that, you feel me? That's how I really got into the music side. So later on, I guess about 10th, 9th grade, I had to learn how to play the piano because the school I went to, they have a music program, but at the end of the day, I was too ahead of it because I was already making beats and producing for local, you know, acts around the city and whatnot. So I wasn't accepted into the program, so I just got real cool with the music director up there, and he had, you know, gave me permission. Hey man, whenever you don't got no classes or whatever, you can come by, you can use your computers after school. So stuff like that, you know, that made me really just like get ahead in this shit a lot. And that's when I had to learn how to play the piano because I was trying to get into the course. And, you know.
Yeah, you go from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, we stop you at that part of the story. So now you're out of high school. How are you maneuvering and even into connecting with people to even get your beats out? Like, how are you slanging your product?
I like word of mouth. I like the streets. At the end of the day, it's a lot of people that aren't on the socials. You feel me? Still, at the end of the day, like we all on socials, but people actually, sometimes just have it just to have it and don't really be active on it. So I low key think that it's still the old school way of just telling my mans, hey man, you got some people that rap, bro. Go let them know I'm doing this shit out here. If they from wherever, tell them we can put the studio session, have all the fees included, we make them, get them right, then shoot the video, do everything all at once, and just, have it funneled through me. So, shit, honestly, word of mouth, bro. But publications, being in magazines, having blog posts.
Because you came up in that time.
Yeah, I came up in definite, like, real bloggy time, like Two Dope Boys and shit like that. You feel me? So, shit, to me, my foolproof rage is still word of mouth on the streets, because, shit, everybody not gonna believe what you see on the internet anyway. So one person could be glorifying me on the internet, but that could just be them, you feel me? A lot of people, I feel like, got more of a positive reinforcement when it's like face to face. People really know you're sincere about what you're saying for whatever you're rooting for, whatever you're trying to promote. So I still choose word of mouth.
Okay. So now, when did it become serious? Like, when did it become a necessity for this to be your career?
Shit, as soon as I downloaded for the Loop demo, bro, sixth grade, honestly, out the gate, I already had my mind set on, like, you know what, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want this to be my job. I want this to pay my bills. I want to help my family, and start a family by this only. So I just kept that in my head, and from then on, I never just freely gave away my talents. You feel me? Like, from the gate, I charged people. It may not been $5,000, $10,000, $40 for a beat. You feel me?
Well, it was something to make them know that this is serious.
This is serious, and it's a difference from what you already been dealing with and working with. You feel me? I may not probably had the best beats at the time, but the quality was there. The sound, sonics, all that shit was always there for me on my end. And I feel like that's how I even won over a bunch of my peers, just like when we all was weak, and we all just didn't really have our own sound develop or just anything develop. Like, I just had quality. So I know you can put a price on that over anything, because,
Thanks.
And a lot of people that's just giving that type of...
Giving the quality,
yeah.
the cloth that you're giving out. So now we move on to your first big publication. How did that come about?
I don't know. It was random as fuck, bro. My homegirl Taylor, she called me out the blue, bro. I was like 15 and a half or 16. We just got back into school. It was September issue of XXL. She like, bro, your name is in the magazine. Like, you have a little article in this XXL mag. I'm like, Taylor, shut up. Hang up. You feel me? Like, I just hang up. Back then, I was trying to, like, really, really, really asshole-ish, but she was my friend. You feel me? Like, people that fuck with me, like, they just know how I am. So I'm like, girl, shut up. Like, click. You feel me? She called me right back. She's like, no, fool. Like,
check it.
We'll go to a newsstand right now with the boo. I'm with my parents at the Delama Mall, Wayne, Hawthorne and such. So it wasn't nothing out there. You feel me? We looking. I'm like, man, let's go back home. So we going back over to the west side, West LA, and we go to that Walgreens right there on Pico and Robinson. Sure as not. It's a newsstand that was right there. Matter of fact, it's not even the Walgreens. It was just the newsstand that was right there. It was the XXL with Maybach music, Rick Ross,
yep,
and all type of people on the front. So it was not like, they got different covers and issues that people don't really care about, you feel me? But that was an issue that a lot of people cared about because, who was on the front. So, shit, I'm opening the motherfucking magazine, see my you know, seen a whole little spiel of who I am, where I'm from. They calling me this, you know, and it was just like, wow, like we did a song in the homegirl's garage, and niggas is posting it, you know, in the double XL.
In a worldwide magazine. That's a global magazine. So
Off of some random shit. Not like, you know, nowadays people will reach out to you. Like, hey man, I'm writing this up, or I'm doing this, you know, or you just have some type of no. For me, it was just random as fuck. Like, I just got blindsided by it. And shit like that just was like, you know what? I'm about to go hard as fuck because what the fuck is this? You feel me? Like, how did this even happen? So, shit like that. That was my first publication. That really was just like, you know what? This is it. I'm doing this. Like, full time. I don't care about any sacrifices or what the fuck I gotta go through or shit. Nothing. I ain't about to let nothing stop me. So, I just kept that mindset. Just kept my foot on the gas.
Right, so now you platinum. You missed the platinum.
Yeah.
You feel me? How did that feel when you went platinum?
It felt great, but it also was like I knew this was gonna happen. You know, a manifest destiny. That was something that was I spoke into existence. The power of the tongue, more so. I made that beat for the homie Catchy from the Stinc Team, and you know, pulling up lean and stuff. You know, he just falls asleep. So, you know, it's other people in the studio. You know, other rappers. It's the Stinc Team and Shoreline. This in the beginning days, we all, you know, collaborating, and oh Jeezy like, hey bro, let me try it. You feel me? Let me fuck with the beat. I'm like, alright, for sure, cool. You know, I muted a couple sounds. I let Ron add some shit because, you know, it's his people and all that, you know. And Jeezy do just like a verse and a hook at first, you feel me? And it was hard. So I'm just like, hey man, you feel me? Like, this shit actually go, bro. Like, this is some good shit, fool. Like, you ready for the radio? Like, you ready to get cracking, bro? And after that, like, it was just that's what it was. From there. Yeah. So it was something that I just was like, you know what, this is about to go big. You feel me? Like, I can't sit here and say I said that for every song that we made. You feel me? Like, that was just one song that I was just like, yeah, this him. You feel me? So that shit was, you know, just put your mind to it. You can do it, bro. You feel me? Whatever you want to do in life, you just gotta say it and then also follow up with the work. So shit, I just put in the work and I just spoke that shit into existence. So
okay, so OTR Records. How did that come about? Who's running it with you? All that.
OTR Records is one of my business partners, one of my big homies labels. We just been running side by side with each other for like, you know, probably 5 years now, bro. And we just felt like it was the right moment to collaborate on something that's just more than us collaborating on music. So we went on this, you know, 50-50 as OTR and I'm Cake City USA. And for the project, I'm under the OTR umbrella. So it was just something that was needed to be done, just really show people like, hey, like, you know, do this shit yourself. Don't try to wait for the next man, or don't try to wait for a label, or don't try to wait for anything or anybody. Like, you know, we both was just like, man, let's do this. He was like, B-boy, let's do your album now. I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it. You feel me? You know, about a month and a half later, you know, finished project.
No, man, that's organic.
Yeah, like,
so
I don't really force anything, bro, at all. It was just timing, you know, perfect timing for it.
So how important is the team to you and your, you know, your beat making, your decision making? Like, how important is your team?
They're very, 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 very important because now I can just focus on music. Like, without them, like, I really would have to be running around and doing so much other things where it's just like, all right, I've done that. I played, you know, different hats before, you feel me? So now I have this team where I can relate what I want done or they just know, okay, this needs to be done, so let's see how we're gonna, make this shit happen for people, and let him just give us just like the best product that we can have to put out for everybody's enjoyment. So that plays a huge factor in like working on a project or working with the team. Like they gotta make sure they're your team. You feel me? Anything that's not the music, they should be able to step in and be like, all right, nah, we got you. We gonna handle this. Just go back in the studio. We got it. So that's very important.
So now that you're talking about that, we're here, New Dre. Tell me the process of how you came together to put this together.
We booked out the studio for 10 days, and at first I was trying to make it to where I had done a project a day with one artist. A lot of artists don't have the work ethic yet. Not saying they don't do it, but they don't just have it yet. It's something that you got to build up to. I was trying to call it my Hell Week. So for me, it was my own personal Hell Week, which is locking in the studio every day for about 16 hours, or 20 hours and get the shit done. So we did that every day, and we just cranked out about like 70 songs, 50 songs in total. And we just then picked the best 10 for the album. A lot of people go into making projects like, oh, I'm gonna make a 10-song project, so they just make 10 or 11 songs, and like that's not it. You feel me? Because that's not it. You feel me? You need to make double or triple what you want to put out, so you can. All right, that's not gonna fit, or that's not hard enough. You feel me? That's the same vibe, but remember that other song that you didn't finish? You don't got that verse on it. All right, let's bring in a feature then. Let's gonna call so and so and so and so to come in and hop on. Then that's gonna be a banger because it's already a banger, it just wasn't finished, and you don't feel like you got anything else to add on to it, or you can't. Maybe you got the writer's block, whatever. We're gonna put so and so on it, and then it just becomes this crazy ass song. So a lot of the songs that we picked were actually like unfinished. A lot of songs was just one verse or just a hood. So we would call in other people, other artists. So that's how the track listing became intertwined, because it was just like, all right, I got these 2 or 3 songs by so and so, but they unfinished. While we in this session, we feel like you should hop on the song. I mean, so it just made it sound better, and even more so like a better vibe, because everybody's attention span is short nowadays. So a lot of the songs aren't 3 verses. A lot of people aren't gonna sit there for a 3-verse track no more.
Well, I'm one of those real. I listen to Joe Budden. Joe Budden's one of the greatest ever. So
yeah. We different. You feel me?
Yeah.
We different.
So I mean, okay. So now that you're in the scene, do the damn thing. He's from the IE.
Mm-hmm.
He's a San Bernardino. He's young in the game coming in, and he's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
The verse is on fire. You got Rucci on here as well. How does it working with the next generation, like the ones underneath, like that are up and coming, that are making their push to be vocal and big on the scene?
To me, at the end of the day, it's like not like a humility type of moment, but like it just even shows the difference between my peers and them. Like, damn, like these niggas wanted way more. They way hungry. They way harder. They way smarter. You feel me? Like, it's just a different ball game working with them. Like, it felt like when I was their age, like I was up on the diamond lane and shit. You feel me? The first time I've ever skipped school was to come to the studio. You feel me?
That means you need it.
So, that's what I see in them and shit, and I'm just like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna rock with y'all. You feel me? A lot of the people on the project, bro, I like was being cool with at first. We was homies at first before we started doing music. So that's a very like valuable thing I take to like doing business and music with people. Like, I gotta vibe out with you, and if the shit happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. You feel me? Because shit, that's how I just work, bro. No, it ain't no amount of like, money for a certain person, you feel me, it's gonna make me wanna go mess with them because you just dangling this shit in my face. Like, I'm not gonna prostitute my passion.
Thanks. That's real. You should never ever do that. Yeah, that's a bar.
So, a lot of people, we just be cool, and like I said, I started making a PSA on Instagram, like, hey, I'm about to do this Hell Week. Artists tap in, get your slot with me. So everybody that tapped in, it was just like, all right, well, shit, y'all homies. Like, well, it's time for us to make something then. So that's what it really was, how that shit really came about.
Okay, so how many of the songs was it really hard to say, man, to say it could make it? This song could make it on here.
It was honestly hard because with each artist, bro, like, okay, with Slumlord, we have an album done already. Me and White John have an album done already. Me and Nico G4 have an album done already. Me and Westside Studio have an album done already. Me and Swifty Blue have hella cuts done. On this new project, I did like 4 songs. So, it was very hard because it's just like, damn, what about these other songs? So I had to really leave it up to my team at that point, you feel me? I gave them a list, and then they just kind of dissected from the list I gave them. It was just, I think at first we had about 20 songs all together, and then they just...
Hell no, we had like 40.
Nah, when we did the list...
Oh yeah, it came down to like 20.
It was 20 songs, and then they just went down to 10. So I was like, shit, cool, even better, you feel me? 10 impactful songs. It beats having, 25 songs and niggas only feeling 4, you feel me? I'd rather have 10 songs and somebody feel only 2, you feel me? That's a greater,
It's a greater ratio.
Yeah. So, the team.
I feel it. So, do you got a personal favorite? Or one that you bang more than the others?
Not necessarily. I think I just be in the mood, like my day. Like, for a minute, I was playing the OTR record every day, you feel me? And then for a minute now, for like the past week, I've been really like fucking with the Shook Up record. So it just, I guess it's my mood. Like, I was turning up. So I guess I was playing the Shook Up record a lot, like, you feel me?
I'm gonna keep it being. I hardly ever get past one.
A lot of people love the
intro. I'm an intro dude. Like, if I'm listening to music and you got a good album coming out, if your intro isn't up to par, I'm probably not gonna make it through.
Yeah, that song, bro. That for me personally, that kind of set the tone for the whole album, bro. I was just like, yeah, that got to be the start. Whatever other songs behind it, I don't give a fuck about y'all picking it, whatever. I'm like, this got to be number 1. No exceptions. You feel me? Yeah.
That's executive order.
Yeah, that was no exception. I needed that number 1. It just came in like a. You feel me?
Came in.
Everything was from scratch, bro. Every beat was from scratch. This was not like an email process at all. Like, nobody can tell you that they have these beats in their email.
They came in, sat down, did the work.
I'm gonna make this beat in front of you. You're gonna write while I make this beat. If you feeling the beat, let me know. If you're not, I'm about to just delete the beat. So, it was really just everything from scratch, bro.
I feel it. So, new Dre out now. What's to come after this? I know maybe some visuals. I know touring and all the things is kind of off with the COVID going on. So I know maneuvering that way for this is that way. So, bro, what's coming next for the album?
A bunch of just visuals, bro. Merchandise. We got the Fat Boy Salty record. We're gonna push that as a single. Shit, like videos, bro. We probably got 4 or 5 already done, ready to just release. Yeah.
Oh, so y'all been working?
Yeah, we did 5 videos in 2 days.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. It's either you gonna get it. It's either you gonna get it or you not.
Yeah, we just waiting on one more video.
I feel it. So, B-Boy, man, is there anything that surprises you now in the game, being a producer? Like, is there anything that surprises you that's like, man, this wasn't like it was before?
I want to say yeah, but I don't know because I be out the loop, bro. Like I kind of like be in my own world. I guess that's kind of bad, but at the end of the day, like it keeps me away from all the bullshit. So I don't think I really have too many surprises. I kind of feel like I think if I am surprised right now, I feel like a lot of people right now that's coming out right now was a whole lot better than a bunch of people that was coming out 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. You know, they kind of more taking it
A little more serious.
Serious, you know, their craft is like, you know, they actually speaking about shit. You feel me? They're actually having a message in their songs, and it's like a refreshing type of thing because they're not doing it on like sleepy ass beats type, you know. They're doing on, they're doing on some turn up shit, or, you know. But it's still like, damn, I feel like I want to go, you know, hop out on the nigga to this song, but I'm right here, like, you know, trying to talk to the kids, talking about stay in school. You feel me? Don't be a fool. Stay. You feel me? Like
I feel it.
It's just like, damn, like, all right, I'm feeling this. Like, it's cool. This ain't nothing that you cannot dance in the club to. You feel me?
Facts.
Like now it's shit that's for the message, but you dance in the club. You feel me? You telling the girl, hey, you a queen, stop twerking. You feel me? Go ahead, do the little wiggle and the twist, baby. Cause you're a queen, stop twerking. But the song just like a twerk song.
Baby, going up.
You feel me? So it's cool, it's refreshing, bro. I like how, you know, the way things is going in the music world right now. It's cool.
Facts. Well, man, let them know where they can find you, man.
You can find
Tap in.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. B-Boy taught me on the socials. B-Boy for the you know, DSPs. B-Boy on YouTube. BBoyTie.me is my website. You can buy beats from there. My drum kits. Inquire about anything y'all need, music-wise. The merch coming soon. Cake City USA coming back in full effect. You know, CT USA gear. Stay tuned for all the next projects and a lot of dope music, a lot of dope visuals.
We getting into the deluxe? We getting into the deluxe version?
That's corny to me.
I just gotta ask. You said you had 50 of them things.
We got new shit, bro. You feel me?
So the other ones just sit in the vault, or are they just?
We got new albums that stem off this. So the reason why I like people like Slumlord and White John is twice on here. I got a full ass project with White John about to drop on your asses. I got a full project with Slumlord Trio that's about to drop on your asses. So you can say those is, you know, they still off the new Dre. It's not like deluxe though.
Well, okay. I feel it.
I want to come fresh. I want to come new. You feel me? I'm gonna run the streams up by just having a plethora of shit out, and you can just shit. You got a vibe. You got a mood to feel. Play this album. Play that one. You know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come out with the meditation album.
Yeah, because I can't remember which one Cali played me before he got here. It was unreleased and nigga slaps.
Man, unreleased shit.
Slaps. See, and that makes me. It makes me answer you like, man.
Yeah, it's like, why you want me to put a deluxe out, bro? That's like a slap in my face after you hear the unreleased. Like, you should be like, nigga, where the new shit at?
Oh man,
can you send us some shit?
Man, I'm with. Hey man, look, I'm gonna be asking for sure.
Yeah, bro.
That's man, cause man,
the new shit about to go up, bro. Cause everything is new, bro. Like I don't even sit and just make beats in the studio no more. And everything is like when people ask me for beats, oh, I need beats. Like even if I have to email some beats, I'm like, all right, bro, give me like an hour. I'll make a couple beats for you. I'm gonna send them. Everything be hitters. You feel me?
A couple.
Yeah. I'll probably make like 8 in about 2-3 hours. 8 beats, full beats, finished.
Yes.
Ready to go, you know, for anybody. Anybody that wants smoke. No loops, no samples, co-producers, no templates, no I'm clicking in, no I'm
real work.
Real MIDI key. Come on. That's why I really, went for the whole New Dre moniker, because it's just like the sound, is piano, bass driven, strings, hard drums. I'm, breaking new local talent. It's just a vibe, I'm paying homage to just the West Coast with the sound I went for the album. And yeah, the new shit is gonna go really crazy. Really just make universal music.
Man, I can't wait.
I can't wait either, bro. It's I don't care what nobody say. This shit is competition, bro.
I mean, everything is.
Everybody be trying to do the kumbaya. It's cool, it's nice, we fellowship and whatnot, but at the end of the day, hey, bro.
We know who hidden.
That's it. That's it, bro. And, being independent, one out of X amount of producers that's in the double digits still, that's independently platinum, shit like that, bro. Like that really, really speaks volumes, So.
Man, New Dre out now, man. New Dre out now. B-Boy taught me, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Super producer, Mr. Platinum himself, he's out here, curating the new sound. You already know it's your boy MJ himself. It's New Heat Spotlight Volume 9, man. We out of here.